guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I have been promising you guys a review on this for about a week now, and I finally have gotten around to filming it. So I'm very excited. If you watched my June wrap-up video, then I talked about how much I loved this, so I can't wait to give you guys a little bit more details and stuff like that. But before I get into it, I do have the new cover art version. If you aren't familiar, they did just change the covers of this trilogy last year. So this is the new cover, and then the second book in the new cover comes out actually in 6 days on July 9th. It's currently the 3rd, so I'm very excited about that because I'm definitely going to read the next one, which is called Lola and the Boy Next Door. And then there is a third book, which I don't believe is out for any of them, and I think it comes out maybe the fall. I'm not familiar. I didn't look that up, but it comes out sometime in the near future. So just so you guys are familiar, this is what the second and the third ones look like. I'm sure most of you are well aware of the cover change, but just in case you weren't, this is the new cover. First of all, I did love this book. I thought it was such a cute read. I think it is a great book. It's a very easy to read, fun, kind of very realistic type of book that I really related to in terms of what could really happen. So I love this, and I just wanted to kind of start off on that note. Getting into a little bit more in-depth plot analysis, basically this book is centered around a girl named Anna whose parents decide to send her to Paris, France for her senior year of high school. So her parents are actually divorced now, but her dad is a very famous kind of popular author who has a lot of movies that were made from his books. So he's very wealthy and just very determined that Anna needs to spend her senior year in Paris. And her mom doesn't really disagree much or oblige or anything like that. She just kind of goes with it. So they send her to Paris, and Anna's very upset about that. She's not looking forward to going. She doesn't want to leave her high school in Atlanta, Georgia, where her mom lives, and she has her best friend Bridget that lives there, and then a boy that she likes and works with at the movie theater. Kind of bummed about it. She thinks her parents are ruining her life and all of that, but she arrives in Paris, and at first she's really upset, and then she meets a group of friends. So the first night she's there, she meets a girl named Meredith who lives close to her, and then the next day at breakfast she meets the rest of Meredith's friends. So you have another girl named Rashmi, the girl's boyfriend named Josh, and then another boy named St. Clair, and his first name is actually Etienne, something like that, E-T-I-E-N-N-E. They call him St. Clair most of the time. So she meets them, and St. Clair has already been described as this boy that everybody loves. He's gorgeous, really funny, smart, just a great kind of catch that everybody loves. So she's already met him the night before. She kind of had a run-in with him in the hallway, and so everybody loves him, but he also has a girlfriend. So she meets them, and she kind of hangs out with all of them, and immediately her and St. Clair kind of hit it off as friends. They start hanging out and doing all kinds of things together, and she kind of develops feelings for him, but she tells herself they're just friends because he has a girlfriend and all of that. So it's a little bit of a struggle between not wanting to like him but really liking him when he has a girlfriend. And it just basically tells of her senior year in Paris, kind of her adjustment and experiencing Paris as a city, and then her developing friendships with all of these characters, especially St. Clair. So I love it. I think that the setting in Paris is perfect. I think it kind of adds to the magic of the book, and I definitely would love to visit Paris now that I have read this. So I think that that was a great aspect of it in general. I love the characters. I think especially Anna and St. Clair kind of flow together very well. Their dialogue and just friendship is a very appealing and satisfying one, so I really liked reading them together and that kind of thing. And then the book has a little bit of drama and just kind of the traditional things that high schoolers go through. That's basically all I'm going to give you. I don't want to spoil it for anybody because it's a great book, and I think everybody should have the opportunity to read it spoiler free. As far as character development a little bit, the character of Anna is into film and movies. She wants to become a famous film critic one day, so she is very into watching movies and writing her own critique and kind of opinions of them. So she has a blog where she does reviews and stuff like that. So that's kind of her main interest. And then St. Clair, like I kind of already described, is just that boy that everybody loves, and that is really gorgeous and funny and smart. And honestly, I didn't think it could get much better than Augustus Waters in The Fault in Our Stars, but if I had to pick any character to be my boyfriend from any book, as of now it would be St. Clair from this book, because he has just been described as perfect. I love his personality. I think he is cute from the description, although I think they described him as being a little bit short, so I would kind of bump him up a little bit to be a little bit taller if he were in real life and my boyfriend. But other than that, I think that he is a great character and that him and Anna get along really well together. They just have great chemistry. Loved the book. Obviously, I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I thought it was excellent. I think everybody needs to read this if you're into romance or a teenager, young adult, anything at all. I think you would like this book. It's just very, very fun, cute, easy to read, and enjoyable. So I loved it, and I would highly recommend it. And if you have read the second book, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and you've read this, let me know which one you liked better below, because I have heard so many mixed reviews from all kinds of people. Some people have told me that they liked the second one just as good, or they loved it more, and then some people say that they didn't like it as much as this one. And then I've had some people that have told me they're afraid to read the second book because they don't want it to be a letdown compared to this one. So it's a completely different girl in a different situation, but I've been told that the characters from this are in that one, and then I'm assuming that's the same for the last one. So it's kind of like a strange thought for a trilogy, or at least I was a little bit confused at first, but they're all in the same books together, but it just focuses more on that girl in the second book. So I'm very excited, but I would love to hear if you guys liked this one better or the next one. And if you haven't read it, then I would highly recommend it, and let me know what you thought about it once you do read it. That concludes this little review today. Very quick and easy. There wasn't a whole lot about this book that was complex. It's just a really easy, fun read. So I didn't want to go too much into depth about it to spoil anything, but I think that you'll all be satisfied with the book in general, because I definitely was. So I hope you guys are doing really well, and I apologize once again for the delay of this review, and I guess that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you're doing very well, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye! Ugh. Hair's looking crazy. Look at this, really though. Look at this hair. It's like half straight over here, and it's like mostly curly over here, because I'll tell you guys a secret. I do my hair in sections, so I straightened like almost all of the bottom, and then I just got lazy and didn't want to straighten the rest, and I thought it kind of worked. It's kind of like, you know? And honestly, I don't have a good excuse for why I have not filmed it. I have just been working during the day and coming home at night and watching Smallville, so I haven't been reading that much at all, which is bad. But honestly, you know, Tom Welling as Clark Kent is just like, it's good. And you know what? The guy that plays Lex Luthor on Smallville is good too. He's looking good. I always struggle with reviews. Like, I really cannot grasp my mind around it the first time because there's just so much to tell. Let's try this again. Take 5 by Stephanie Perkins. Oh gosh. Seriously? I have to call you back. Older covers that had the people